Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be today's tutorial. It is a very beautiful teal cut crease. I really like the way that it turned out and I hope that you do too. So we're going to start with the Naked palette and I'm going to use the color Naked and I'm going to apply that in the crease area and blending it towards the top. And this is just going to be my transition shade. It's very light brown as you can see there, and I'm just slowly blending it. Now I'm taking the color Buck and I'm going to apply that on the crease. I'm also going to take my time with this just because it's a little bit darker brown, but I want it to transition into a lighter brown on the top. And the bottom doesn't really matter because we're gonna clean it up, but you can just try to stay in the crease area and make your life a little bit easier. This is in real time, so I'm not like fast forwarding how I'm blending out. I am just going back and forth until I like the way that it's looking. I'm doing the same thing to the other eye, obviously, and I'm also going towards the outside of my eye, going towards the outer part. Now I'm just going to take my NARS concealer and I am going to clean up my crease area. And this is where the teal color is going to go on top of. So I do want it to be even. Right here I'm working from the lower lash line going towards the top because I feel like that's the easiest for me. That way I don't slap on some concealer too high up and then I mess up. So right here you can see me blending it in or trying to make it all even, because whenever I apply my eyeshadow, I don't want it to look patchy or anything. And I'm working my way up, like I said, with a small little brush, and now I'm working on the outside. You want to drag it all the way to the outside. Like, don't be afraid to do that. Just go for it. And I do like to stretch my eye a little bit just because it helps me get a little higher, because I have a little bit of, like, my skin is very soft on my eyelid. So whenever I stretch it out, I feel like it helps me. So there I am, just tapping it a little bit to, like I said, even out the concealer. So now we're going to take the pretty gemstone color, which I like to call it because it's a pretty teal. But it is from the Anastasia palette and I am packing it on with a shader brush. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush because this is going to help me get closer to that line to make it a very precise line. I don't want to go over. I don't want to do anything like that, and this one just helps me push the product a little higher but not too high to where it gets on the brown. So pretty much I'm working my way up very slowly. Now I'm going to go towards the outside and I'm going to stay as close as possible like I did with the rest of the eye on the line, but on the bottom part I'm not going to be cleaning it up with concealer or anything. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted that to look a little faded, and you'll see that later on. But right there I'm taking a fluffy brush and just swiping it just to make it fade a little bit. This is not like a shader brush or like it's not stiff or anything. It's just an eyeshadow brush that's very soft, so it blends out really good. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, just a little bit faster because you already saw one eye. Again, I'm applying the concealer, trying to make it as even as possible, packing on the eyeshadow with the shader brush, and cleaning it up with a flat shader brush to get closer to the line, and then of course doing the outer part as well. This has made it so much easier for me instead of me trying to draw out a line. If you saw my step-by-step cut crease tutorial, I feel like this is way easier, and since I've been practicing a little bit more, it's been helping me out to just do it like this. It's a lot easier. So again, I am just kind of like just going back and forth, adjusting it a little bit. Now I'm taking the color Butter from the Anastasia palette and I'm applying that on my brow bone because I want to give it a little bit of glow or a little bit of highlight. It's not shimmery or anything, it's a matte color, and now I'm just blending it out with a fluffier brush. Now I'm going to take the color Buck again and I'm going to apply that all over the lower lash line. It's a medium brown, so it does show up, but I'm going to go over that with the teal color because I want it to look a little bit green, just to have a little hint of green on the bottom, or a hint of teal. So that's what I'm doing right there, just applying a little bit. Next, I'm using the sketch marker by Too Faced to do my eyeliner. This eyeliner is very precise. To me, in my opinion, it doesn't really help you create a wing, so you kind of have to draw on your eyeliner. Like, you literally have to draw it on. The tip of it is very stiff, so it's not the best thing, I would say, for beginners to draw out a wing, because some eyeliners kind of help you like make the end of it really thin, but this one doesn't. So I'm pretty much just, you know, trying to draw it on here. As you can see there, it draws a very, very thin line. Now I'm gonna prep my eyelashes. I'm curling them a little bit, and now I'm dusting off any fallout that I had with this brush. I'm gonna take my mascara and apply that on my lower eyelashes and a little bit on my top lashes, so that way they can blend in with my falsies, because I am gonna use falsies today. Now I'm gonna take these two blushes and apply that on my cheeks. I like to mix these two. I feel like it looks really pretty, and I just like the glow that it gives. I'm taking the Lorac Tantalizer and applying that a little bit around where I already have contour, because I already had part of my face done. And I'm taking my favorite highlighter from this palette. It is called Moonstone. It's also by BECCA. You can find this in a single pan. And I'm just applying that on the highest points of my cheeks and then around my eyebrow a little bit. I'm applying that on the bridge of my nose and then also on my lip, on the top of my lip. And then I'm taking a stipple brush just to kind of blend that out a little bit. And I'm of course taking my NYX Liquid Suede in the color Sandstorm because it matches perfectly. And yeah, applying that right there. Now this is the way that it looks. You can of course keep it like this. You don't have to apply falsies, but I am today just to make it a little bit more dramatic and to have my eyes pop a little bit more, even though it already is with the teal. But I really love the way that it turned out. I hope you guys did too. It's a pretty quick and easy cut crease, but it looks a little harder than it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.